In this American English pronunciation video, we're going to study real-life English while I make an apple pie with my dear friend Laura. Okay, time to make the caramel sauce. Caramel. They're all okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. This tasty word can be pronounced three ways: caramel, caramel, or caramel. Each pronunciation is accepted, and you will find all three of these pronunciations listed in the dictionary.
Here's what it says. Whisk in a medium saucepan. Now it doesn't say over medium-low heat.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Notice how we respond to each other, K and okay. These are both common variants of the word okay. This word is used a lot in conversational English. It can be used to say, I understand, I'm listening, which is how Laura and I both use it here.
Over medium-low heat.
Okay.
Okay.
I've read a part of the recipe and we're both saying, I understand that. Then she offers to take care of it and I say, okay, again, here meaning I understand.
I'll do that.
Okay.
We also use it for yes. Will you add the sugar? Okay.
Over medium-low heat.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. Here's what it says. So we do this until the sugar is dissolved. Then we add the butter, which I put out on the counter.
Is it a whole
there.
stick?
Mm-hmm.
Just light on the butter.
Yeah, it's not, this pie is not very high in calories. So that's nice.
False.
False. I've said something here that's not true. It's false. I'm not being serious. The pie is very high in calories. Listen to the different ways you can say, I'm not being serious.
False. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I'm just kidding. How else could you say that?
She's joking. Did you already say that?
I did say that. I'm pulling
You're
your
pulling
leg.
my leg.
Yeah, I'm pulling your leg. It's a high in calorie pie. Mm-hmm. Okay, so as
Just
soon as
joshing
this dissolves,
me.
I'm just joshing you. Where does that one
That's an
come
old-timey
from?
one. Don't use that one.
I'm just joshing. You could say that. I'm just joshing. Dang. Don't get upset. I'm just joshing.
I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I'm just kidding. I'm pulling your leg. I'm just joshing. All of these things mean what I'm saying should not be taken seriously or literally. I could have also said, I'm just playing, or I'm playing. The word just in all of these phrases can be used, but doesn't have to be used. A note on the pronunciation of the word just. If it's followed by a word that begins with a consonant, the T will usually be dropped. For example, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Straight from the S sound into the K with no T.
False. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I'm just kidding. I'm pulling your leg. It's a high in calorie pie. Mm-hmm. I'm just joshing you. Where does that one
That's
come
an
from?
old-timey one. Don't use that one.
You want to grab the stick of butter?
Yeah.
So every fall for what? How many years have we been doing this?
Well, we've lived here since 2010, and it probably started.
Here?
No way. Here? No way. What does that mean? That means I can't believe what she's saying. I don't think it's true. And it turns out I misunderstood. I thought she meant she had been living in that house since 2010, but she meant she'd been living in the town since then.
Well, we've lived here since 2010, and it probably started.
Here? Oh,
no,
you mean
no,
Northampton.
in Northampton.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
I said 7-ish years, while Laura said 6 or 7 years. Ish is something you might hear put at the end of a word to show approximation.
7-ish years.
6 or 7 years.
Yeah. Every fall I come up to Laura's house and we have a fall baking weekend. And actually, we've made lots of videos from the fall baking weekend, so I will put a link to that playlist in the comments below. Also, right here, just click the I. They're really fun.
They are. At least we have fun.
We have fun.
We keep on working on the sauce for that pie, adding butter, and then adding cream.
Okay, are you ready to whisk? I think I'm supposed to add this really slowly.
Am I supposed to keep whisking or stirring?
There, we're both unsure of what the recipe says. We both use the phrase supposed to. We both reduced this phrase to supposed to. We reduced it from 3 syllables to 2. This is really common. The S and T can either be pronounced st, sposta, or ZD, sposta.
I think I'm supposed to add this really slowly.
Am I supposed to keep whisking or stirring?
All right. Here we go.
Whoa!
Whoa, steam bomb the camera. Okay, so now we're slicing the apples. We're using a machine to make it a little easier. Are you going to put them in here then?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are always lots of reductions in American English. Let's look at the ones I just used. We are contracts to we're and is often pronounced were in conversation. It's really fast and it sounds just like this word were. I use that contraction twice here.
So now we're slicing the apples. We're using a machine to make it a little easier. Are you going to put them in here then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You going to put them in here then? Some more reductions. The word are at the beginning was dropped. We need that word to be grammatically correct, but it is sometimes dropped in spoken English. Going to became gonna, and the TH was dropped in them. Put them becomes put 'em. Put 'em. No TH and a flap T to connect the two words. Put 'em. Put 'em.
Are you going to put them in here then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, watch this. Do its magic. Love it. They come out the bottom totally thin sliced. Let's put the lemon juice in.
Let's put the lemon juice in. The word let's is really unclear. It's very common to drop the beginning and basically just make the TS sound. Let's put the lemon juice in. Tss, tss. That's, it's, and what's can also make this reduction, where we're just putting the TS sound in front of the next word. See this video for further examples and explanation.
Let's put the lemon juice in. And the baby's up. Okay, let me go get him.
Let me go get him. A couple reductions here. Let me becomes lemmy. And the H is dropped in him. Dropping the H in this word is a really common reduction. When we do this, it sounds just like when we dropped the TH in them. Get him becomes get 'em. Just like put them was put 'em. The flap T links the words, and the reduction of them and him are the exact same sounds, schwa and m. Get 'em. Put 'em.
Okay, let me go get him. Can you look right there? Say hi, I just had a nice nap. Can you say hey everybody? You want to try that? Hey everybody. You want to try? No. Okay.
Can I go ahead and put the apples in there?
Yeah, dump them in.
Dump them in. Them is reduced again. Dump 'em. Dump 'em.
Yeah, dump them in. I'm going to take you down to Daddy.
I'm going to take you down to Daddy. I'm going to got reduced. With our most common words and phrases, we tend to do the most dramatic reductions. Mna. There's almost an idea of I in front of it, but not really. Mna, mna, mna. I'm going to take you down to Daddy. I made a video where I go over this reduction and more examples. Click here or in the description below to see that video.
I'm going to take you down to Daddy. All right.
All of them?
Let me read ahead. Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
I love how when you start paying attention to a particular reduction, you constantly hear it. Did you catch the reductions of them here? We're talking about the apple slices.
All of
Let
them?
me read ahead. Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
All of them. Nice them reduction, Laura.
All of them?
Mm-hmm. I like it. Linking with the V. Okay.
Then we mixed the apples in with the other dry ingredients. We packed the apples into our pie shell and drizzled on the caramel sauce, which got too thick as it cooled. We overcooked it. And finally, we make the lattice top for the pie. I had some problems and I kept messing it up.
I put it, what is wrong with me? I am like really screwing up.
Really screwing up. Screw up is a phrasal verb which means to do something the wrong way or to do a bad job with something. I screwed up the pie crust. You could also say mess up. I messed up the pie crust.
Really screwing up. I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Oh darn. I have to eat that caramel sauce. This is weird, Laura. Last time I made this, it seeped in much more. So because look, when I'm doing the lettuce now, when I pull it up, it's like bringing up all this
Right,
goo.
it's thicker.
It's weird. I gotta say, right now, I'm feeling embarrassed about how this is turning out.
Turn out, another phrasal verb. As I'm using it here, it means how something develops or ends. I'm not happy with how it's going. I'm embarrassed with the end result of my pie.
I gotta say, right now, I'm feeling embarrassed about how this is turning out.
I finished making the top and we put it in the oven. And the final scene, of course, needs to be trying the pie.
It's out of the oven, looking good. Laura, how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great.
Oh, also, we made a pumpkin pie
I'm also feeling great about that.
from scratch with a pumpkin. We made whipped cream. Big deal. And Dana made chocolate-dipped macaroons. Macaroon or macaron?
To clarify, this is a macaroon, and this is a macaron, which is also pronounced macaron.
I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll let everyone know. Okay, let's cut this pie. Who wants a little bit of apple?
If you'd like to recreate this pie, it really is amazingly delicious. Please see the link in the video description below. It's from my favorite pie book, the 4 and 20 Blackbirds book.
I'm going to have a caramelly taste. It turned out well. That's it, guys. And thanks so much for using Rachel's English. If you want to see my absolute latest video, click here. If you're new to the channel, check out this Where to Start playlist. Click here to subscribe. I make new videos on American English every Tuesday. To be sure we can keep in touch, click here to sign up for my newsletter. You'll get free lessons in your inbox every week.